Hello and welcome back everyone, and welcome to the fourth part in this four-part video series giving out the player previews for every single cast member of this season of the challenge, season 35 Total Madness. I've been giving out pertinent information 7 players at a time as we lead into the new season of the challenge. So if you have not seen the first 3 parts, go check those out. But I'm going to start this video part off talking about Melissa Reeves. This is her 3rd challenge season. She made her debut on Vendettas, where she was faced 2 eliminations. She went in against Alicia and won, and then she went right back in against Sylvia and lost in the oil and water elimination. Her 2nd season, she was DQ'd on day 1, getting into a physical altercation with Kayla. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, hey, Melissa and Kayla are now stuck in an underground bunker with each other. Aren't they going to explode again? I really don't think so. That happened so long ago. That happened like 3 seasons ago. These 2 women are back on a season together, and I think they don't want to let that slip away again just because of a fight that happened long ago about something that they don't really even care about anymore. She has a very small sample size to her challenge career. However, I think she can go very far. Just for when you look back at those eliminations that she was in, she was very scrappy. She kind of played a little dirty, especially against Sylvia in the oil and water elimination. That just shows me that she will do anything it takes to make it far into the game, and that's what the challenge is based on. Also, she's coming in with a ton of UK friends and alliance members, way better than, say, Vendettas when she first made her appearance. So with that being the case, I feel as though Melissa can make it pretty far into this season, especially looking at her stature wise. I feel as though she matches up pretty well against any of the females if she had to go up against them in the elimination, but we'll have to wait and see. The next challenger we're going to be looking at is Nany Gonzalez. This is her 9th challenge season. She's been in 11 total eliminations, and her elimination record right now is 3-8. My gosh, that is terrible, coming into a season where you have to win an elimination to make it to a final. Also, speaking of finals, Nany has made it to only 1 final in her whole challenge career, and that was like 10 seasons ago on Free Agents. She made it to 2nd place on that season. When looking at Nany though, she's coming in with a great entourage. She has Johnny Bananas, Kyle, Jenna, Kayla. She has her whole squad coming into the bunker with her. I'm just nervous about her going into an elimination. We saw her in War of the Worlds get tied to a chair, and that was technically really not her fault. I don't think that was her fault. It was on who was tying up somebody else and who was tying her up. It wasn't really a puzzle or cardio. Now, when you go to War of the Worlds 2, however, she was in the super elimination with Ashley where it was cardio and it was a puzzle, and she kind of faltered right before the finals. Now, when looking back at the super trailer, she has a very dramatic voiceover happening over a certain part. She's all over that super trailer, so I feel as though she can make it far into this season. But is she making it far because she wins an elimination early against maybe, say, a layup rookie, or is she making it far because she doesn't go into an elimination until right before the finals, or does she win an elimination straight up? I feel as though anybody on any given day can win an elimination in a challenge. It's just some people, the stats favor more than the other. It's kind of looking fuzzy. But now let's go on to the next challenger, and that is Nelson. This is his 6th challenge season. He's been in 11 eliminations as well. However, his record is 8-2-1. He has 8 wins, 2 losses, and 1 draw, and that draw came in Vendettas against the mercenary Darrell Taylor. When looking at his challenge record, he's made it pretty far in every single season he's been on. He's had trouble with being DQ'd for physical altercation, being purged a couple of times, and yes, losing a couple of eliminations. So he definitely does well under pressure, under certain situations. He's all over the super trailer. He's coming in with his friend Corey. The one thing that's bad is that Bananas is coming in with his full entourage. So the TYB boys are not looking good when they're coming in with so little numbers. I think he stacks up well against a lot of these competitors in this challenge, so I feel as though Nelson could go very far into this game by his record alone. And I think taking off so many seasons, I think he's hungry to get back into the game and make it to a finals, but that's just my opinion. Let's go on to the next challenger, and that is Rogan O'Connor. This is his 3rd challenge season. We all know what happened in Vendettas with his back spasms or his medical leave. And then he came into War of the Worlds 2, rode the coattails of Joss, CT, the numbers, has never seen an elimination at all in the challenge, and now is coming into a season where he has to go into elimination to win. I think out of everybody on this cast list, everybody who's watching wants to see Rogan go into a challenge elimination and prove himself. He's gonna have a lot to prove to the audience, maybe not anybody else in the game, because yes, he is considered a challenge champion and he's coming in with a target on his back. And also, we see him a lot in the super trailer, but we also see D blowing up on him. Maybe D is finally enlightened to how Rogan is and is now turning on him. So what does that mean for him in the game? But we have to see what kind of matchups he's going to be going up against. The next contestant we're looking at is Swaggy C, or Chris Williams, the rookie from Big Brother 20. And when looking at his Big Brother stats, he made it to day 20, day 23. However, he was the second one voted out of that house. So he didn't make it very far game-wise, but he left his fingerprint all over that game. He was able to forge really strong connections with, say, Fessy and his alliance members and Bailey. And also he's coming in with his fiance Bailey. Are people going to look at that as them being a power couple? Do they want to split them up early on in the season? Or are they going to want to work together, as those are two numbers? So if you get one of them, you get both of them. So we have to wonder how the vets are going to be viewing their relationship, coming in as rookies and being fiance or wife now at this point. And he's coming in with Fessy, his alliance member from BB20. He's also coming in with another BB20 alum, and that is Casey Clark. Yes, they were on different sides of the house, but maybe in a game like this, they're going to be like, hey, we have a common factor, maybe join up with us. We'll have to wait and see how that all turns out. I think Swaggy C could make it far, especially farther than he did in Big Brother. I think he can make it middle to maybe almost to the finals, depending on if he can make the right alliances. But we'll have to wait and see. The next one we have is Tori Deal. This is her 4th challenge season. She's been in 4 eliminations. She's 3-1 in those eliminations. Last season, we saw her in 2 eliminations, one against Georgia and she won, one against Jenny in the Hall Brawl and won. So in her total elimination career, she faced half of it last season. So she has a recent knowledge of elimination. She knows how it feels. She knows the taste of victory. Speaking of last season, she made it to the finals. She got purged right before the second part, and I think that puts a big old target on her back. She's coming in with her fiance Jordan, and both of them made it to the finals last season together. And Jordan won last season. Also, we know how Jordan can be in the house. And last season, he almost lost it, but Tori was able to calm him down. Now he's in a house where he can't go outside. Maybe that'll just be like a pressure cooker of his emotions, and he kind of explodes, exposing both Tori and Jordan's game and maybe putting them in the line of fire. We have to wait and see. We do see Tori and Jordan quite a bit in the super trailer, but we also see them with very shocked faces, both of them. So that could spell disaster for one or both of them throughout this challenge game. The last but not least, we're talking about the challenger, Wes Bergmann, or with that beard, he's Wes Lumberberg Jack Man. That didn't work out so well. This is his 13th challenge season. He's been in 21 eliminations. That is a challenge record. It's tied with Johnny Bananas with being in the most eliminations. However, Wes holds the challenge record for the most elimination wins, which is 14. He's 14-7 in eliminations, which is fantastic coming into a season where you have to win an elimination to make it into the finals. He's won 2 total seasons. He's been in 5 total finals. His last final was War of the Worlds, where he took home 3rd place. Last season, he was dealing with a flu or a cough or something where he had to get medically looked at, and then he came back into the house just to be thrown into an elimination, blindsided by Laurel and Josh, where he went up against Bear and lost pretty early on in the season. It's a very big blip on his challenge record. In the super trailer, we do see Wes a couple of times, but they keep reusing some of his clips from other trailers, so I'm kind of weary about that. The next thing is, in the super trailer, TJ makes this big old proclamation that out of his whole challenge career, he was waiting for the stars to align for these 2 competitors to go head to head. And Me, and along with a lot of other people, think that he's talking about Wes versus Bananas in elimination when, and I already talked about their 2 elimination records. Both have seen 21 eliminations, which is a challenge record. One holds the most wins, 14. The other one holds the most losses with 13. So if you're looking at the records and just the paper facts, Wes has the clear advantage. However, this is the challenge. We have no idea what they're going to go up against. What's going to happen? Is it physical? Is it a puzzle? Which one is better suited for which day? Is one dealing with a cold? Because most of the time you would think Wes would beat Bear in elimination. However, Bear got the best of Wes last season. Can Bananas get the best of Wes this season, or is Wes going to take Bananas this season? We have to wait and see. But hopefully that's the case with the matchup, because I've been hyping it in my brain over and over again. I cannot wait for this season. Thank you so much for watching. While you're down there, hit that like and subscribe button. What do you think about these 7 competitors? Do you stand any of these 7? Are you hoping they make it far? Let me know that in the comment section below. Or do you hate one of these 7 and want to see them just go down in misery? Let me know that in the comment section below. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back really soon with more challenge content, more fancy cast videos, top 10s, top 5s, brief histories, and all that jazz, especially leading into the challenge Total Madness premiere happening on April 1st. Also, join me on Thursdays for Survivor review and recaps, but also join me because also on Thursday, I'm also going to be getting out the challenge Total Madness review and recaps. It's going to be a busy day on Thursdays for me, but thank you so much for watching, and until then, peace!